I mean, you have a bunch of, and then you say yes, and then you understand shit. It's not going to happen. So I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Now it's out. So
Now it's out.
yeah.
So this one is out.
Okay.
No, the other one, the black and white.
Yeah,
The black and white is
No
out.
one is defending
I
it,
think- yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
Or explaining it.
Okay.
explaining it. At least.
And this one?
it's two similar pictures for me. Everything.
Yeah, I think actually I voted for it, but you
It's
can take it away.
people going into the water.
So it's out.
There's a swimming. And now we're coming to the tilt and shift that
Yeah.
I personally
tilt
don't
and shift?
think. Yeah, the
One.
there.
Yep.
And, why? If for me it looks like dinky toys. It looks
Yeah.
like, for instance, children's toys. Here you have something serious, exercise, training, and suddenly you throwing in a picture that takes everything down to a play level. I can't stand. I can't.
But what are the rules regarding
You can use.
behandling in this class?
Sport should be is the same rules as news.
As news,
I think.
because this
And-
is
yeah.
worked on a lot. I like it, but it's
You mean worked on a lot how with the
Too much
color?
Photoshop, you mean?
yeah. I mean the colors and also the tilt and shift.
But is a tilt and shift correct? Because that's an optical thing, it's not a post-production.
Oh, because you can do it in
You know,
Photoshop.
you
Yeah.
can, yeah, it's, if you
Yeah.
do it,
But
that's
this-
it,
this
it's
is-
So I
optical.
mean, is it allowed? Is this too?
It's det är alltså kameraobjektivet som är sånt. Så
Okej,
du
så
får
det är inte något du gör
Så
i
it's allowed,
ja.
Nej.
utan det är på riktigt.
Och det får man använda i den här klassen. Alltså,
Ja,
jag
det är-
vill
It's
läsa.
one of, it's an optical option you can
Yeah.
choose to do a lens to correct because you
Okay.
place your focus where you want.
Yeah,
So
because I want to make sure that,
it's not like when you do it in Photoshop afterwards. That's post-production.
because I like this, but I want to be sure that it's by the rules.
It's by the rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to keep it, right?
I want to keep it, yes.
So I voted for this one. I like, this is sports reportage, so I kind of like to get around it. It shouldn't be too. It should be different pictures, kind of developing the story. And this one is telling a story about a girl who's interested in cars, and it's just nice photograph. There's action. There's more private moments, and
And it's also tilt and shift.
no.
This children toys for me again.
Okay. Well, I'm not in the. I mean, if it works, it works. For me, it
Yeah.
works here, and I think it's interesting, and it's kind of it just.
For
But
me,
and the other, well,
for me, it reduced the cars to children's play cars. Small cars that this is taken on out of, that's perfect. I don't know why he's done it. Because it's a nice story, excellent story.
but on the previous one, it was very obvious. This is tilt and shift. For me, it's not
Yeah.
that obvious.
It's not so obvious.
But anyway, I kind of just to give a few words. I just
Yeah.
Yeah.
think this is
So we keep it.
yeah.
Mm.
keep it.
Next one.
I vote for this, and I like the story about the guy. Perhaps I like a real nice portrait of him. But this daily racing horses in shitty weather. I think it's nice done.
Next.
I choose between this and the other in colors. I just fell in love in the first picture because that's a picture that speaks to me directly about the happiness of playing, of doing sports. Look at me, I'm strong.
Mm. Okay. Dude slime.
I like this, but I can skip
I
it.
actually like it too.
Yeah, me too.
That's
What?
all the pictures are square
Oh.
except that.
Yeah. That's a
A little
mistake.
bit,
They should have.
yeah,
Mm.
But anyway, it gives you a look inside a world that you don't know,
yeah.
and it's a photo competition, and these are nice, interesting pictures.
I like it. This I like too. I think it's a story inside it, and this is about the girls.
The national team, right?
Yeah. He had got access inside
Mhm.
and done this nice. There's fans. There's competition, practice, there's being together, there's a leader, there's celebration after everything with this huge stand. So it's nicely done.
Yeah, pick this one. You know, it's a bit similar. One individual doing a sports and the life behind it, like a bit like the one with the girl with the cars. This is it's kind of a funny story. There's some nice intimate moments with him and the baby. The one where he's throwing the beer. It's, yeah, the Swedish strongest man, right?
Björn?
Yeah, I choose this because of the third picture. I like the third picture.
Can we see it?
Which one?
The third.
That's weird.
But I mean, the story is not good enough for all the pictures. So it's out.
So it's out. Okay.
Here's one of my favorites. I don't know if it's in correct order. I think that the second picture should be the first, but I don't know. But this is really sports in the basic level. You have a small dirt road, you make a mark for a start and finish, you run, you do it together, and you have fun. I choose this because of the basic football in middle of nowhere in Sweden.
I think this is really good too.
It's a nicely told story, but perhaps a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I picked this one, and I'm kind of lonely on this, but I just want to shake everything a bit sometimes, you know. Visually, just kind of go to the limit of the rules and explore the world of visual photography. And this is just more kind of, it's very visual, a bit more surprising for me. And honestly, I think many of the pictures in this category is just kind of so fucking old school photography that I feel bored. This one kind of shakes it all a bit. So I feel inspired by that.
I like it also. I've done these sports. I've been shooting these sports for years.
Oh yeah?
And the only problem I have with this is the upper right corner. Comparing to, this is not. It's not sharp. It's
No, it's cool.
yeah,
it's,
but
it's a painting.
but together with the other green and with the night and the dark,
Yeah, it's not perfect.
it's not perfect.
Gabriella, va?
Yeah. Yeah, I choose this one, but I'm not really sure. I think this was one of the classes that was most difficult to choose something.
The other handicap
The other one might be better.
is better.
Can we have a look at the other handicap guy? The brottning 1061. No, then I prefer that. I prefer my att vinna inte allt.
Can you say why?
I like the portrait of him in the shower, and the one with him and his daughter, and it feels, isn't that his daughter? Or his wife, maybe? Girlfriend.
Mhm.
So the next one here, Somali Bendy.
Yeah.
You know, this is really an interesting story because this shows integration,
Mm.
how sports can unite people
Mm.
and unite the whole goal of the Olympics, right? And this Somali guy coming from the desert doing I don't know, not football maybe, but one of the national sports of Sweden. And it's, you get to know him and you get to know his background, but you also kind of get around it, and the photographers everywhere. And well, it's a bit classic photograph, but anyway, the story is good.
This is my third. I like it.
So this one I'm kind of lonely in as well, and actually the photographer explained why the colors are like that. But again, I've never seen this before, and I've seen a lot of pictures. And this is visual, surprising. It's action. It's the moment. It's just engage me.
Yeah,
You know, you put it on a wall and you look
Yeah.
at it.
I like it too, but I think it should be cropped more so you could see the faces.
I don't know. I'm interested in
It's
the
too-
water, the way
Yeah,
they
but
hit.
it's-
Can we see them big?
It's so everything is the same.
You know, and some of the stories, for me, they're too one-dimensioned. It's like this guy doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. But for this, it's a more abstract. Well, it's about jumping in the water, but it's also about freedom, about no limits to the body,
Yeah.
about exploring yourself. And you know, this picture,
Yeah.
it's about, I don't know, it's more than just jumping in the water. So,
I should have followed
That's
you
good, huh?
if it was
but you can, but I don't. I think you cannot just find mistakes with every story, because then the next one, you like the Frida Wallbite man. I mean, talking about cropping and nice pictures, this is just a mess for me, you know.
Yeah.
But still, so I don't think we cannot just find mistakes in every story. Like his eyes are closed, you know, and so on. This is square, the other ones are not, you know.
Mhm.
Do you feel like doing that, Gabriella?
I think this story is very, it's a good story and it's very important. Sports story. But I don't know if it's my favorite at all.
No.
I think actually I like oljebrottning, Somalia-bandy, and then either Duvslaget or Happy Divers. I'm going a bit crazy.
And you?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Well, I go. It's not one of my favorites. If you ask me what are my favorites, it will be Happy Divers, Somali, and that's my two favorites. I just did two.
Okay, you don't want to say a third one for the time
Yep.
being? Those two.
Those are my favorites.
Okay.
I
Christer?
have Frida, the boxing. I have the football 1050, damlandslaget. And I have Somalia bandy.
Okay.
Is that 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I have Frida,
Mhm.
and I have Somali, and I have damelandslaget.
Okay.
Og vinneren er Jeg har ikke sett serien før. Jeg husker jo saken, nyhetssaken fra i fjor. Det var også en relativt stor sak i Norge. Jeg husker det siste bildet. Ja, det siste bildet husker jeg sto på trykk. Når jeg så det kom opp, så var jeg liksom her er hele historien. Fordi at slik, altså hun kommer inn, og hun er jo den beste. Men så blir hun vel truffet, og så skjer det som skjer. Og det er en typisk for meg, du er der når det skjer.